Get them taters. Making potato salads. Everyone needs a good potato salad recipe, and I've got 3 for you today. These are 3 viral sensations seen all over the TikToks. I knew you would do that. Potato salad is the perfect side dish, not only for cookouts, but also for tailgates and to just have on hand for your weekly dinners because they go with everything. I'm starting with the crispy potato salad. Millions and millions of views of this potato salad we're seeing all over, and I just wanted an excuse to make it again. So that's what I'm doing. For this recipe, I think the baby gold potatoes are the perfect ones because they get nice and tender, but they stay kind of like buttery and sweet on the inside. Get them going in some heavily salted water. So we're just gonna bring that up to a boil, let it get nice and tender, and we can go ahead and make the dressing while we do this. What makes potato salads so great is that they're often better the longer they sit, so they're a great make-ahead side. What I'm gonna say about this crispy potato salad is this one is best served closest to preparation. You wanna make it and eat it. Also, you won't be able to let it sit because it is that good. So I'm gonna start with equal parts sour cream and mayonnaise, then a little Dijon mustard and some fresh lemon juice. Okay, and then just salt, pepper, and garlic powder. So I'm telling you, you've got all those like warm, savory aspects, but then it really is brightened up fresh. With this dressing, take a whole bunch of green onions and thinly slice them. Dill and potatoes are like peanut butter and jelly. And parsley. Parsley is the herb that you should always have in your kitchen. All right, about 15 to 20 minutes later, your potatoes will be nice and fork tender. That's what we want. So now I'm just gonna drain them. Facial. Now get yourself a baking sheet, line it with some parchment paper, and then coat the bottom with a little bit of olive oil. And now just dump your potatoes out, and then we're gonna give them a good smash. What am I gonna smash it with? This works best. And then gently, you don't wanna like fully rip it, give it a little press. The more like craggly edges, that's gonna get good and crispy, and that is what's gonna be delicious in our potato salad. All right, then drizzle the tops of the potatoes with more oil. And then sprinkle them with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. The process is very easy. Yes, this potato salad takes a little bit of time, but I promise you, I would not lie to you, it's worth it. Now, these go into 425-degree oven for about 30 more minutes. You want them to get super brown and crispy. These are good. These are good. Also flipped them like twice throughout the cooking process. Okay, now they're still sizzling, but you can hear that crunch. That's what makes this potato salad so good. Things that make the perfect bite is the balance of texture, temperature, flavor, all that, you know. Is it yin and yang or yin and yang? You know what I mean. Opposite ends of the spectrum coming together, and this is the perfect example of that. So we've got like the creamy center of the potato, but you have all these toasty bits, and when that mixes with that creamy dressing, it's like something you've never had before. All right, so once they've cooled just slightly, I'll give them like a rough chop. You hear that crunch. It's worth the time. It's worth the time. Just got lost in the crunchy potato world. I just gotta do a little sample. Salty, buttery, special. I'm not even gonna try to put this in a pretty bowl or anything before I taste it. It's just one of the greatest food inventions of all time. It's just the perfect amount of creaminess and crunchiness. I mean, I know I've already said it 100 times, but it's also like salty in the best way, and just like that little hint of a crunch. It's like when you dip a French fry in something creamy. This might be the goat. Crispy smashed potato salad. Although I did save my little garnish, so let me just go ahead and put it in a pretty bowl for you, just so you can get the full effect. Those potatoes, because they're warm, they absorb all that dressing and flavor so fast. And this right here will get you all the prizes at the cookout. For my next trick, jalapeno popper potato salad. Who does not love a jalapeno popper? You've got the jalapenos wrapped in bacon, stuffed with a cheesy goodness mixture. Well, all that is going to be in this potato salad. So I'm gonna start by just getting my bacon cooking. You want to cook your bacon nice and crispy. Kind of making this one up as I go. So that could be the second name for the show. Just make it up as you go. All right, so I'm gonna get this in the oven till it's nice and crispy. And then I'm gonna cut up my potatoes. So for this recipe, I'm using a red potato. If your ultimate goal is for your potatoes to hold their shape, the red are gonna be, in my opinion, the most sturdy. But I'm just gonna cube these up. I'm gonna leave most of the peel on and then just cut them into pretty kind of smallish pieces. All right, so then I'm gonna take the potatoes, coat them with a little bit of olive oil, and then I'm gonna season them. So a lot of jalapeno popper dip recipes and stuff have like the ranch packet. So I'm gonna season my potatoes with this. Just a little pinch of salt and pepper. Little ranch potatoes. Okay, so then these go into another pan, and these will also go into the oven. We're gonna cook these until they're nice and golden brown. All right, bacon crispy, potatoes done. They're nice and tender. Oh yeah, you can already see the flavor that's happening in this potato salad. You can't have jalapeno popper potato salad without the jalapenos. So I'm gonna use a combination of the fresh jalapenos because I like that kind of pungent crunch they're gonna give the potato salad, and some pickled jalapenos because I love the kind of vinegary note it's gonna give. Also sour cream and mayonnaise because potato salad. So I'm going to seed these. I'm not looking for a ton of heat in this potato salad, but I do want a little kick. Again, this is gonna be a bowl of perfect bites, I can promise you, because we're gonna have creamy from, of course, the sauce and some cheddar cheese. Then we're gonna have lots of crunch from these jalapenos, from the bacon, and from some green onion. Green onions are not typical in a jalapeno popper, I know that, but they are typical in potato salad. Now it's all about bringing it together. I need a bowl to do that. Gotta find a big one. That's a good one. Can he do it? Can he do it? He did it. All right. I'm just going everything in at one time. And with our chopped onion and bacon, our fresh jalapeno, pickled jalapeno with some of the juice. This has got to give it that jalapeno flavor. For this one, I'm going slightly more sour cream than mayonnaise. What's a jalapeno popper without the cheese? Now, you know I'm always talking about how you want to grate your own cheese. This is one of those times where I want to use the pre-shredded because it's going to kind of keep separated as we mix it, but still be able to like disperse throughout the salad. Let me give her a little tasty. Picture jalapeno popper. Right off the bat, that is good. I'll tell you what I do want. It's just a little more bacon. I think I'll just put a little bit on top, but this one, this was easy. This is the unexpected one you want to bring to the party on burger night. The ranch. I used about 2 tablespoons of this mix on the potatoes, and I'm gonna put the last one in here, and that's gonna help it get even creamier. Let me do that again. Now, it's perfection. And just so right when you look at this bowl, you're gonna know that this is jalapeno popper. I'm gonna put a little bit of everything on top. There's a lot of flavor in this bowl. This jalapeno popper potato salad, definite 10 out of 10. We're gonna end on a classic Southern note because when I am doing my research for the most like searched up potato salad recipes, a good Southern potato salad is what pops up. If you like a good Southern potato salad, then you like it with hard-boiled eggs in it. We're kind of amping up that flavor in this potato salad by making that deviled egg mixture to bind our potato salad together. So I'm using a large gold potato. A lot of times I'll also just use a russet potato for this because I want the inside to kind of break down a little bit. This is where you want that like super chunky, almost mashed potato effect. Got my pot of water here, so as I cut them, I'll just go ahead and put them in the water. The time of cooking potatoes always fluctuates. You know, you have to judge that based on, you know, when it gets fork tender. But I know how long it takes to make hard-boiled eggs. So I'm gonna put them in now, bring it all up to a boil, and then let it simmer for about 9 minutes. This potato salad is made with the usual suspects. This is where we are going classic: onion, celery. Now this is a potato salad that does get better with age. So this is a great one to make 1 or 2 days ahead of time. I love the crunch of celery in a potato salad. You can fight me on that all day long, but I will not change my mind, because you've got a lot of creaminess with the potatoes and the dressing. So you need that fresh crunch. Let's say it together, people. Perfect bite. You were supposed to say it with me.
Bite.
Perfect bite. All right, it's been 10 minutes, so I know my eggs are done. Pretty sure the potatoes are also done. Yeah. And I started timing it right when it came to a boil. So I'm going to stop the cooking on the eggs by adding them to an ice bath. This is also gonna help it peel a lot easier. And then we just drain the rest. Whoops. I am not prepared to drain. Mind your own business. Cheap way to get a facial. I'm gonna kind of cool these potatoes off because I don't want them to get any softer than they already are. So I'm just gonna spread them out on a sheet tray and let them cool. And now we'll make our deviled egg dressing. So I'm gonna peel the eggs, and I'm gonna create the dressing just with the yolks. So I'm trying to create that whole inside of a deviled egg as our dressing. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop up the whites. You can just kind of karate chop these. We're gonna mash up the egg yolks and then just stir in some mayonnaise. Oh, I forgot something. I gotta go take a field trip. Gotta get some apple cider vinegar. This is what my mom puts in it because it adds the little kick, but also like a hint of sweetness. Just a little bit, just like a splash. Start there. This is the deviled egg potato salad. So in our deviled eggs, we use Dijon. All right, so there's your dressing, and then we just toss everything in to combine. All right, in go the potatoes. In go our whites, the celery, and the red onion. And I forgot. A couple of those. See, that's the southern potato salad that everybody likes. I like when the potatoes get mashed up in there just a little bit. It makes it so creamy. Okay, let me see how I'm doing. It's weird how much it tastes like a deviled egg. I'm just gonna go on in with the rest of the whites. And then I do need a little more salt and a little more pepper. I have to serve this up a classic way because no one can tell this is a deviled egg until it has one thing on top. Can you guess what it is? That's the ingredient. You know, when you see that sprinkled on top of a deviled egg or a potato salad that it's finished. That is good looking. And to be honest, it's really an easier way to serve deviled eggs to a crowd versus like having to have them and fill each one and make each one look pretty and keep them from rolling over in the car. I'm just gonna take 1 spoonful from the big serving bowl because it's my kitchen. That might be the best classic southern potato salad I've ever made. I started out by telling you that everyone needs a good potato salad recipe, and after this video, I've given you 3, so you have no excuse not to add one of these to your file. Which one it will be, I don't know. That's gonna be a tough decision. It's a wrap. Tater. Give me a tater.
What does that mean?
You don't know what a tater means?
No.
Yeah, give me a tater. That's that.
Knuckles?
It's like a high five, but give me a tater.
Fist bump?
It's called a tater.
Is this like a boomer thing?
Going with y'all.